So you had some members of the NPP in Parliament singing at the head office of the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, here in Accra, demanding the release of Ashanti Regional Chairman Bernard Nchibwe, who has been in custody of EOCO since last Tuesday, May 27. The MPs, led by Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo Markin, are protesting what they describe as unfair and excessive treatment of Wontumi, who is yet to meet the 50 million Ghana cedi bail condition with two sureties to be justified. Speaking on the floor of Parliament before their march to the EOCO office, Afenyo Markin called on EOCO to revise the bail conditions.
In the bail, EOCO is now demanding that he should procure property worth 50 million as justification. Mr. Speaker, our courts have had the occasion to rule in several cases, plethora of cases, that bail must not be used as a punishment. Mr. Speaker, as we speak, Chairman Wontumi is still in the custody of EOCO, but has been sent to the NIB clinic. He is unwell now, and it's been 48 hours. I am saying that the time has come for us as a country to pay attention to some of these excesses. Mr. Speaker, I must argue one more time that EOCO cannot arrogate the power of demanding justification at the inquiry level. And then you make the bail conditions so onerous. It is clear that this is being used to punish him. And I expect my colleagues in this house, put aside your partisan colors. And I'm not a prophet, I'm only a mere mortal. Tomorrow, it may be you. What is happening is not right. Mr. Speaker, I am pleading through this house that EOCO must vary those onerous bail conditions. Never should it ever happen to any politician that you will be leaving office and you start getting worried that what will happen to me tomorrow. We should freely serve our country. And Mr. Speaker, I am not in any way standing against accountability. I support accountability, but accountability must be seen to being done. The rule of law must be followed. Due process must be followed. I expect great friends on the other side to add their voice to this matter. Let's not be partisan. It may come back and haunt us. Mr. Speaker, it is clear from what is happening that EOCO is being capricious, that EOCO is being biased, and Mr. Speaker, we must not entertain it. I believe that for the good of democracy, EOCO, without delay, must revoke and vary that onerous bail conditions. The man is still in the hospital. Mr. Speaker, the sad part of it is that yesterday when one surety got there, they now said that the person to go and do inspection has closed. It's not available. You go there at 10 o'clock, they say it's not available. Mr. Speaker, we should not do this to ourselves as a country. I'm saying that until EOCO is able to do the right thing, we, the MPP side, however our numbers, will protest by absenting ourselves from proceedings of this house and join him. We are all going to sleep there.
So that's the Minority Leader, Osahin Alexander Afenyo Markin. Let's speak to the Member of Parliament for Bia East, who is also Second Deputy Majority Whip, Richard Champ. Honorable, grateful for your time this evening on 505. So the minority thinks that this is something that the government is trying to do to cow Wontumi in 50 million Ghana cedi bail condition. They think is outrageous.
Good evening, my sister, and thank you very much for the opportunity. You know, in democracy, people have the right to demonstrate, picketing or doing press conferences. So it's within their right to do whatever they want to do. But today, the Minority Leader and his group chose the wrong forum. Parliament is not the right forum to deal with these matters. Somebody has been invited by EOCO, interrogated, arrested, and he has been granted bail. But there are conditions that he must fulfill. And they are saying give us a surety amounting to 50 million Ghana cedis. And he said you can't raise 50 million Ghana cedis. Somebody who can spread gold bars on table saying he has money, he has properties, even he has money more than Ibrahim Mama. On live TV, he said all these things. And if you cannot raise 50 million in surety, what are we talking about here? And in any case, if you listen carefully, the minority that said, last night they went there, they brought one of the sureties, and then the person who administered it, they were told the person had closed from work. This morning they went there, the person has not reported to work. Meaning, you are prepared, you are raising the 50 million. So why do you come back to complain that you don't have the 50 million?
But he said it on the floor that they don't have landed property amounting to 50 million.
If you don't have 50 million, you should have told us how much can they raise. And is it the duty of Parliament to instruct EOCO to reduce a bail term? It doesn't lie within the map or the jurisdiction of Parliament. Just read Article 125. If somebody is infringing upon your right, go to court.
Hold. Please wait. Your call has been put on hold. Please
Honorable,
wait.
do I have you?
Yes, I can hear some feedback. I'm saying, if your right has been infringed upon, the best forum is court. Go to court and enforce it. And the whole contingent of minority cannot raise 50 million. Then we are in for trouble. And they want to lead this country again. More than 5 million people cannot raise 50 million to secure a bail for a wound to me, a whole regional chairman. Somebody who said he's a governor of Ashanti region. He has his own territory and is even more powerful than the Otumfuo. He has more than 100 houses in Ghana. What are we talking about here? So this is not the work of Parliament. We don't have that locus. If they think something is being done untoward, they should go to court and enforce their rights. So they chose the wrong forum. We cannot do anything about it. But they're so forgotten. Yesterday, Honorable Kennedy Japan raised this very issue. That when Atufosin was invited to go to court, all the minority then followed him to court. So he's expecting the minority now to also do same. So this has triggered the actions. So they did not plan all these things. And look at old men seated on the floor. Those with diabetes, those with other conditions, because of Wontumi. Is Wontumi a former president, a former minister, or what? All of us have watched the documentary in respect of these Galamsey activities. We are aware that he took a loan from Exim Bank, of which he has defaulted, and they are chasing him for the money. So somebody has committed a crime and is being interrogated for that. And we are saying we should hold the proceedings of Parliament and to do demonstration because of Wontumi. I think they are not trying to be fair to all of us. The rule of law must work. Like the suspended Chief Justice said, the law is the law. So let the law work.
Okay. Now, you say Parliament can't do anything about this, but in the long run, it's Parliament that is going to bear the brunt, because today, after the minority leader seized the opportunity from the time that Speaker had given him, made a statement and said they were boycotting all sittings or proceedings of Parliament until Wontumi is released or EOCO just revises the bail condition. Immediately after, all the members walked out of Parliament. They're currently seated on the floor, EOCO head office. They are not returning to Parliament until Wontumi is released. Is it not going to affect parliamentary work?
At all. If you get opportunity to grant to today's order paper, we had already exhausted all the business for today. The only outstanding work was the report in respect of National Health Insurance formula. And that report was not ready. So if you heard me right, when moving the motion for adjournment, I told the Speaker that this is the only outstanding work, but the report is not ready. Though they delayed the report, we'll take it tomorrow. So their worker did not affect any activity on the floor. And we have the majority of members already. So they can stay forever. And we'll push government business. Even that the drama that always will come and then demonstrate on the floor, we will not be entertaining that any longer. So that we can have a smooth sail and then do government business. Because the Ghanaian people took a decision and gave us this mandate. What they are expecting of us is that cost of living should be low. The city should appreciate against all the major currencies. We should provide all the interventions that we campaign for. This is what Ghanaians are looking for. It's not about demonstration. It's not about anything. So all the noise they are making, they gave them 8 good years. They could not resolve their issues. Within 5 months, there's physical manifestation for people to see that the NDC is ready to work for the good people of this country. This is what the people are looking out for. So they can follow one to me to the grave. It's none of our business.
Although the NDC has majority, we know that you don't always have the majority in the chamber or on the floor. You need the numbers of the minority. So if they decide to boycott, is it not going to in future affect government business?
You know, in Parliament, we work through committees. Even today, if you check the other paper, about 5 committees met today. Mm-hmm. So whilst we are, many of us are at the chamber, many of them too are attending committee meetings. But when we have a business of which we need to test majority or half of members to be present, we'll whip everybody to come so that we'll execute government project. So what they do is much ado about nothing. We need the minority to also criticize government, to raise the issues so that we'll address it. In democracy, the majority can never always be right. But if they want to overdo certain things, we can't force them to come to work. We have the mandate to govern this country. So if they are there, fine. If they refuse to come, we'll continue to do what is right for the good people of this country.
They feel that this is a deliberate attempt by government to punish people. And so the minority leader sounded a caution that 4 years will just come, and if they come to power, then you also be fearing that this same thing will be meted out to you.
Is it true that and the NPP, they made a payment of 20 million in respect of SkyTrain? Is it true that they spent $58 million to dig a hole in the name of Cathedral? Is it the case that Wuntumi was doing illegal mining? Is it the case that Wuntumi took a loan from Exim Bank and defaulted in payment? So what is deliberate about all these things? The facts speak for itself. When they invite you and you're able to explain your issues out, you'll be exonerated. So what is deliberate about this? We have a tall list of those who have committed crime against this state. And we'll go after each one so to serve as a deterrent to all of us, not only NPP people, all of us. You know, the man who was leading the SkyTrain project is dead. How can you prosecute a dead person? So we need to be very careful about what we do to this nation. Today, they are lamenting that we are not making payments, we are not paying contractors. Who awarded the contract? Did they pay them? We have not awarded any contract. And now they are pushing us to pay a contract that they awarded. Some don't even have performance certificate. And they conclude by saying governance is continuum. How can you award a contract without a performance certificate? It caused all this mess. And they have no shame to keep quiet and allow His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to deliver on his mandate. Cities are appreciating against all the major currencies, and they say it's not the doing of John Mahama. But when there's a light of, they say John Mahama has brought doing so. Can you choose and pick? Positive development should not be associated with the NDC, but the negativity should be given to the NDC. Who does that?
Oh, well, finally, before I let you go, you've defended the action. So, is it to say that the majority is not bothered about the action of the minority? They're just wasting their time? Is that it?
Like I told you, it's within their right to do whatever they are doing. In democracy, they have that right. Professor Miyakufi was invited. He attended upon the NID. He has been granted bail. Did you see any drama over there? They invited him to me. He failed to appear. And when they visited his house, there he called the NIB officials and rearranged that he will appear on Monday. So he calls it. Go to social media.
But that was at the CID. So
yeah,
after
the CID
he had left the CID, that was on his way. That's when EOCO officials picked him
already. A complaint has been lodged. They were looking for him, and this guy cannot be found. And so it was an opportunity for them that, oh, since the guy has come to Accra, let's take an advantage and then invite him and interrogate him. But the other day, he's granted bail. It's not that somebody is trying to deny him his right of bail. He has been granted bail, but the conditions is his problem. So why do you put this condition on the head of the majority?
No, but 50 million, they say, is outrageous.
Somebody who can spray gold chain, gold watches and everything. Look at the car he drove to the CID headquarters. How much is that car? How much is it?
Do you know how much the car is?
They are trying to play trace around all these things to create some scenes for people to see that somebody is harassing an opponent. Nobody is harassing anybody. NIB, EOCO, CID can invite any other person, including my good self. If you invite me, I will appear before you, ask the necessary questions. But at the end of the day, if I have done something wrong, you hold me responsible. If at the end of the day I have done nothing wrong, you leave me to go and do my work. So when they were inviting the former ministers, former appointees of the NDC, what did they expect us to also say?
Is this
many ministers' homes were ransacked, seized their phones, laptops. That time they said the law should work. Have you changed the laws?
Is this retaliatory?
It's not. It's the same laws. It's not changed the laws.
Okay.
You're operating within the same environment.
Oh, Honorable, we are very grateful that you joined us.
So let me